This is Kevin Souza. I'm not on camera on purpose because I want you to watch my screen during this entire video. I'm going to show you how exactly we set up our tracker document in Google, in your own Gmail account, your own Google account, to be able to also chat with people that are in Facebook. I'm going to show you not only a transcript, which was an actual chat that turned into an actual sign up for my business, but also another chat just so you can see how it goes and go back and forth between the chat and the document to show you how the document keeps you on track. The reason I'm doing this is because, well, for the last 10 days, my wife and I have brought in 10 people in our business. And so we feel that we're qualified to have not only set the example, but to be able to teach you exactly how to do this so that you too can do the same thing. And of course, we made money. Income disclosure here. Income's not typical, so be sure to check our income disclaimer at www.empowernetwork.com/income. But here we go. This website here is pipelineprosperity.com/FB Blitz. And on this page here, we had a hangout on the first day of our Facebook Blitz. By the way, folks, this is not just a blitz for my wife and I. We are doing this as our primary method of introducing people how to become happily involved in learning how to earn income online. And so it says here, click on details for the blitz. So here it is. Now, this page here is the Blitz Guidelines. I'm not going to go through it. I'm going to go to one of the most important pieces here, and it says, click here to view the Google Doc with the scripts for every scenario that you can think of. And so here I go. I'm clicking on it, and it takes us here to this page. And what I did was I made my cursor blink to the left of important, and you can't see that. And what I'd like to do is Control A. That's Control A, which selects all, right? And then if you copy this, right-click copy, it tells you, no, you have to do Control C to copy. Okay, so I did Control C. Now, I'm going to go to my desktop real quick, and I'll show you how to make a text document if you're on a PC. As you can see, I have a very busy desktop, but on the right-hand corner of the desktop, there's a blank space. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to hover over New and choose Text Document. And then I'm just going to type Facebook text or chat or whatever in that document. And I'm going to double-click and open it. And here, I'll just simply right-click and paste that entire script in a notepad. Okay? And the reason I do it in a notepad is so that I can copy and paste text from the script so that when I have my chats ready to go, I can just copy and paste most of my chats, okay? Every chat is different. I'll get into that in a moment. So there it is. Now, back to the Blitz overview page. The next thing we want to do is we want to, says click here for individual reporting document. What we want to do is we want to click on that, and then we want to sign into Google before we do so. So I'm going to go to my Google account. Now that I'm logged into my Google account, I'm going to click here for individual report document. And this is for our daily activity. And here it is. Now on this page, the PPA individual FB Blitz Tracker Master. This is the Pipeline Prosperity Alliance Facebook Blitz Tracker. And this is the master sheet. Page 1, you do not write on that page at all. Where you're going to be filling out your form is on the bottom. And you'll see the dates here, and it started on September 7th. And of course, the day I'm doing this video right now, it's September 17th. And so before I go to that date, what you want to do is you want to go up to File here and click on File and simply make a copy. And now you want to change the document name. And what I like to do is just call this FB Blitz Tracker, and instead of Master, I'll put my name on it. And we'll do that and click OK. Now that you've made a copy and changed the name to yours, again, do not write on this page. Instead, look below at the date you're currently on and click the date to get to that particular tracking page. As you can see here, there's the tracking page. Now here's what I like to do just to set it up and make it so it's easy to read. At the top you'll see A, B, C, D, etc. Now what you want to do is you want to straddle the name between C and D to make it a little longer in case somebody's got a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious name. And then between D and E do the same, and just straddle and drag to make it a little wider so that I see that there's 2 points underneath that one for accepting a new friend request. On letter E, it's initiating the script with the person in the chat, and that gives you 2 points, which you would put inside the field for that person. And then make that nice and big. F, same way. The prospect says they're open to taking a look, and of course that gives you 2 points. And we'll talk more about the scripts in a moment. And then when you send them your video link, 4 points for that. And I like to widen these so that we can read them easily and be able to navigate them easily when we're doing our Facebook chat. And then follow up is 4 points. I like to drag that over, make that a little bit bigger. And yes or no is 6 points. Whether they say yes or no, you get 6 points. And then in these 2 long columns, you want to read 30 minutes a day. You only get credit for 5 points for that. And if you read more than that, you still only get 5 points. And 30-minute audio, listen to an audio, that's 5 points. So I leave those there. I'll drag this one across where you do a new member coaching call. That's 15 points. If you have a conversation with someone from a like, a comment, or a share, that'll give you 4 points. And this here, if you post 2 motivational photos, 5 points in your own Facebook. Fresh, not shared. And if you post 2 fresh videos, that's another 5 points. And then when somebody becomes happily involved and signs up to your business, then that's 100 points. And so as you can see by dragging these across, they're legible and there's room to write. Now, when you want to add a field to the bottom, because there's 20 fields in order for you to fill it out, let's say you talk to more than 20 people a day, it's really simple on how you do that, and I'll show you here. What I do is I go up from the bottom a couple, because if you were to try to add a field at the bottom of this particular Google Doc, then you might mess up the calculations when they're tallying the totals and the formulas that were used to create those. So instead, right to the left, just click there to highlight the field, and then right click it, and then you'll see insert one above. Just click that, and there'll be a new field added inside the rest of the fields, which you'll see here. Now, that messes up the numbers on the side here, so here's what I do. I just type in there and I say 18, that's the next one, right? And then I use my down arrow and then type 19, okay? Down arrow 20, down arrow 21. Now, at the end of the field, you'll see there's no 0 in there, so I will just go into any of the 0 fields and don't do right-click copy. Instead, Control-C. If you're on a Mac, it's Command-C. And then put your cursor in that field and don't do right-click paste. Instead, Control-V so that the 0's in there. And that way, none of the formulas are messed up. You see that the 0 ended up there, and you added a new field. So that's how to add a field when you're talking to more than 20 people a day. Now, I'm going to show you an actual chat and then a transcript of another chat where the person actually joined at the end of that. And so let's do that now. Here is an actual chat that I had with a person on September 16th. And I'm going to go through exactly what happened and how I go back and forth in my tracker to actually keep track of the points while I'm chatting. Initiating a chat with somebody who has liked, comment, or shared something on your post is the ideal way. I would not recommend going into groups and starting to message people left and right in groups because Facebook will give you a warning and then shut you down. Any activity that you keep doing repeatedly, Facebook notices, especially in groups, and they will warn you and then close your account if you do that kind of stuff. So don't do it. Be natural about it. If somebody likes a post or comments on it in your wall, or you commented on someone else's post and complimented them for that or something, and you end up connecting, then this particular gal was on my friends list for a couple of years. And because I have close to 5,000 friends, I don't know everybody, every single person. So she requested, because she had been following me, to be her friend. So I accepted that request. And it says here, your friends on Facebook. And so the moment that happened, I went to my tracker. And on my tracker, I went into the name column and I put her name. And then you'll see here, accept new friend request, 2 points. And so that's what I did. I put 2 points in for that, and now I've accepted a friend request. Now I go back to my Facebook chat, and I said, thank you for following my posts. Tell me more about yourself. What do you do? I just initiated a chat. So I'll go back to my tracker, and I'll put 2 points because I initiated the script. And the next step is, prospect says they're open. There's a period of time between the time you initiate the chat and when the prospect says they're open to taking a look at your video. Sometimes it's almost instant during the conversation. Other times it takes longer because you need to build a relationship. So here's what I do to keep track of those. Way to the left, I click on the line, the number, so it makes the whole line highlighted. And then I go up to here, which is fill color, and I will turn it to yellow. So the whole line becomes yellow. You know, when a traffic light turns yellow, that's proceed with caution. Well, for me, the reason I use yellow, it tells me proceed with building a relationship, because then I can go back to the dates on the bottom of my tabs and pick up where I left off. Hi, Mary. How's it going? How's your day today? And continue building that relationship, because, folks, we don't want to just say, quick, initiate a conversation. Quick, talk a little bit about them. Quick, give them a link to your page and move on to the next person. Yes, the law of averages work good with lots of numbers, but the lots of numbers happen over time, not necessarily 15 people in the next 10 minutes. Okay? That's the other reason why you don't want to keep messaging people left and right. You want to do this strategically and naturally so that Facebook has no problem with you communicating with friends and potential friends. So now that I put initiate the script, let's continue the script and see what I said with this gal. She said, after I said, what do you do? I have been following you since 2013. I'm retired from security. I help friends and neighbors. That's about it. And so I continued the chat. And I said, retirement is great, isn't it? I was thinking to myself today, I have almost 5,000 friends in Facebook and more than 59,000 followers. It would be nice to get to know more people. How did I know to say that? Here's what I do. I go to the bottom of my computer and I copied it. Here I said, I noticed you liked my posts. I appreciate you following my updates. Tell me more about yourself. What do you do? And I copied that and just adjusted it based on what happened, because she friended me, and pasted it. And then as the conversation goes on, I said, I was thinking to myself today, I have almost 5,000 friends on Facebook, more than 59,000 followers. It would be nice to know more people. Right-click, copy, and I just pasted that in there. Now, you may be saying, yeah, but Kevin, I don't have 5,000 friends or 59,000 followers. That's irrelevant, okay? So the conversations you have in Facebook, the script is there. Use it. That's what the script is for. She said, that is quite awesome. I said, thank you. How long have you been helping friends and neighbors? And she said, a lot of them are elderly. I check in, bring them food when I cook things of that nature. Excuse my texting. My finger is fighting the O key. She meant to say things of that nature. I said, sounds like you're a kind person. I'm glad we're now friends. Yes, I'm a kind person. It's in my soul. And I continued to say, I'm looking forward to telling my wife, Kim, about you. And she said, sweet. Now, because of the way the conversation was going and the fact she knew me for 2 years, I wrote, have you ever thought about doing anything else to supplement your income? Where did I get that? Right here. Have you ever thought about doing anything else to supplement your income? I got it in the chat. There are 12 questions you can ask. You don't need to ask them all, but follow this chat. I'm going to scroll up and down. There are a lot of different things you can do in this chat, okay? And you need to look it over. 12 questions for people that are network marketers, questions for baby boomers, questions for professionals, college students, divorced, sales professionals, affiliate marketers, closing questions, right? One of them is, what did you like best about the video you just watched? But we're not up to that yet, so let's continue where we were so I can show you exactly how I was chatting with her. Have you ever thought about doing anything else to supplement your income? She said, no, I haven't, but times are changing. And why do you ask? Interesting. She showed some interest, right? I said, just curious. My wife and I help teach and coach people how to do that online. It's what I do full time. And she said, sounds interesting. And now I said, I have a link that leads you to a video that I recorded personally, which explains personal coaching my wife and I would do. Would you like to see it? Now, if you don't have a video of yourself, you have my video. I have a video, a link that leads you to a video where my associate and my coach recorded personally explaining our personal coaching. Would you like to see what we do? Modify this to you, folks. Okay? She said, yes, but I'm unable to look right now, getting ready to leave. But she did say yes, didn't she? She said yes. So, what do? Simple. Go back to the tracker. Prospect says they are open. 2 points. Because she said yes. Now, send the link is the next one. So I said to her, would you like me to post it and you can look later? Because she couldn't look right now. That would be great. Thank you. I posted my link and said, let's follow up after you watch it. Tonight's date night for Kim and myself. We're going to go see Cinderella after dinner. See you tomorrow. And so I put 4 points in sent link. And now, after I send the link, I change the color of the line. This is just me. You can do whatever you want. To green. That means go. Send the video. Go. Now what's left? Follow up. 4 points. Yes or no. 6 points. You get points. 6 points whether they say yes or no. And should they decide to become happily involved, new $17 trial, 100 points. Now, she has been following and commenting and liking on my posts for 2 years. And so conversation from that is 4 points. There you go. So now you will see how this tracker keeps you on track. Accept a new friend request unless they're already friends, and you're just simply responding to a like they put on your post or a comment or a share. You initiate the script. And then between the initiation of the script and when the prospect says they're open, days could pass because you're building a relationship. Or it could happen exactly like you just saw in my chat, and they don't all always happen that way. What's more important, folks, is not trying to get people in your business. Yes, you want them to watch the video because that's the door to getting them in. But before they're going to watch that video, you better have a good relationship with them for them to be open to taking a look at it based on the script that you need to be using, folks, and following in order to make that relationship piece grow and happen. And so that's this particular gal here. So now what I'm going to do is show you a transcript of someone, and I call it transcript training. And I think it's very important that people, for the sake of privacy, just don't put their names in if you're going to share a transcript. Just call them friend, okay? And this gal, I said, again, I'm pasting back and forth from this notepad and going back and forth to my tracker as the conversation goes along to keep track of my points. And I said to this gal, I noticed you like my dot post. We've been on each other's friends list for 2 years. Tell me more about yourself. What do you do? And I gave myself 2 points for initiating the conversation. And she says, my job's currently driving a school bus for special needs children. I do Reiki, energy work, and massage, as well as volunteer a bit for the kids and disability sports program, as well as Smith Fest events. I'm volunteering in an event in Lowell, registering for a VIP festival, and had many trials and tributes to overcoming cancers, and see the white on the paper you posted. And my daughter goes to college in Kentucky. As I see, this is where you live. I said, yes, Louisville. Wow, you have quite a life. And I gave myself 4 points. I went back to the tracker because of conversation from a like, comment, share. And so in the tracker, we have a place to put those 4 points. And that's in this section right here, conversation from a like, comment, and share. And so I go back to the transcript, and she said, I certainly do. Enjoying each day to the fullest, always striving to try new things within reason. Ooh, there was a hint, right? So I said, that's great, friend, whatever her name was. I was thinking myself today, I have almost 5,000 friends on Facebook, more than 59,000 followers. It'd be nice to get to know more people. She said, I enjoy your posts, but don't know exactly what you do as well. Wow, there's an indication she's interested. I said, I used to work for a living until 2008. I was a call center consultant, working 65 hours a week. And she wrote, and now? There's another hint. Now my wife and I personally coach one-on-one people who like to earn money from home online. Tell me more about your Reiki energy work. Is that sort of a palm healing, God's power of life force energy all in one? See, I redirected her from to just briefly telling her what I did to plant a seed and go right to, hey, tell me more about you and your work. And, of course, she went into a long dissertation about that, which I won't read here, but she said, it's a blessing from God. He's the ultimate healer, and I turned to help him. And I said, in all his glory and grace, God bless you for helping your brother. Smile. I'm grateful. Thank you. So, how's everything else in your life? Are you being affected by what's happening with the economy? Where did I get that from? Right here in the script. I just simply copied this, pasted it, and put it in the chat. And she said, I don't pay attention to the economy. I feel as long as I'm working, moving forward spiritually, educationally, creating positive relationships, I'm good. If you're asking, do I want to know how to create more time, money, and freedom? Well, I'm always interested to learn. I said, good answer. I was actually hoping you would say something like that. She said, LOL. Been around the block a few times with many entrepreneur endeavors. I said, really? Like what? And she said, I've not tried to put time into internet marketing, though. Is that what you teach? I said, yes, that too. What have you done in your entrepreneurial endeavors? And then she told me, Paylite, Melaleuca, Market Company, etc., and currently got offered a job to sell life insurance, need to pass a test to be an agent, massage therapist as well. I said, wow, which one did you earn the most with? And then we were kind of talking in between here. She said, they always paid the bills, but nothing substantial. If I were to pick one, it would have been a Party Light, the one she made the most with. And let me ask you, why did you try those different things in the first place? Incidentally, it's refreshing to chat with someone who puts God first and is well-versed simultaneously. She said, my massages with Reiki allow the extra money. Thank you, she said. I said, you're welcome. She says, I like people. I like helping and healing. I'm positive. I have 3 girls, divorced 15 years. And I have chosen a lifestyle to accommodate my family with 1 daughter who has disabilities, as well as looking for ways to create more money. Again, she said it. I said, well, my wife and I love people too. Our autistic daughter, Ashley, is our driving force and the reason we help other people. So working with the school schedule is important allow me to be with them on times off. I did home daycare all their years growing up and now drive bus, but that does not make for great money in the end of the day. I said, I hear you, but it must feel great be involved with helping. She said, so I've tried to see other things, see what is personally fulfilling. I hope there's more to learn and grow from. I said, friend. She said, LOL, yes. I have a link that leads you to a video that I recorded personally, which explains the coaching my wife Kim and I provide. Would you like to see what we do? Where did I get that from? Well, right here. And I just simply copied and then pasted it in there. Every so often, you may add a few text phrases to this script like I have, based on your own personal situation, folks. She said, when I said, would you like to see what we do? I am curious. And I said, which means? And she said, yes. Prospect said she was open, so I went back to my tracker and I put in the tracker, of course, 2 points. See? Said they were open. And then I went back to the script and I said, okay, and I gave her my link Let's follow up after you watch it. There we go, 4 points. So I went back to the tracker and I sent link, 4 points. And then, sounds great. I said, I'll be back after lunch. It's great chatting with you. She said, perfect. I said, and she said, thanks for your interest as well. And God is good, I said. 33 minutes later, I followed up. She said yes. She signed up, and I gave her a personal coaching session. 4 points, 6 points, 100 points, and 15 points. And so I went back to the tracker, followed up 4 points. She said yes, 6 points. New member coaching, 15 points, and then the trial. The coaching is easy, folks. You have them watch the 9 Fast Start training videos in Empower Network and have them post in the group that you're going to add them to with their photo to welcome them so they can tell the people who they are a little bit in the Pipeline Prosperity Alliance group. So Get Start sessions real easy. The new coaching call, you have them watch the 9 videos in the Fast Start training and Empower and tell them, encourage them to tell a little bit about themselves in the group that you're adding them to with their photo to welcome them. Okay? And so that, in essence, is exactly how we use the tracker. I showed you exactly how to download it. At the end of the day, you have a total number in the corner, the right-hand corner, and you take that number, and now you go to, it shows in the Google Docs, the team summary report, and that report is right here. And what you want to do here is put your number in, and like yesterday I had 302, and it automatically calculates it. You don't have to add totals. It does it itself. And so in 10 days, this was day 10 yesterday. Today's day 11, so I'm not done with this. Kim and I have sponsored so far 10 people in 10 days using what I just taught you. And again, all you do is put your number right here at the end of the day in the summary report, and you're done for the day. This video should have been very valuable to you, and I hope that you use it every single day. Chat with people that like, comment, and share your stuff on Facebook. Post a couple of videos. Post a couple of photos. Comment and like and share other people's stuff, and then you can engage with your friends and potential friends and have chats like this that lead to success. This is Kevin Souza, and I hope you all make it a wonderful day.